Me and Brody in the boondocks, Huey and Riley. You know I get a big ghetto mix Gucci with Nike. I'm using them polite. I let them like me. Near off the script, it's a movie inside. Said she wanted to earn the spotlight, you got Louis to buy me. He done got his screws loose and he ain't know who's buying me. This mom gotta throw on all this jewelry to ice. You ain't gotta teach me how to drill, I ain't my boo. Tied it because plus I'm cool.
Head forward, 6'7", number 2,
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And looking at the Boston matchup, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Payton in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, we'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5. When it comes to teams that like pushing the brake, Richard, look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
Here's Dunn. Hands it from downtown.
And that'll start us off. Ready. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
But Podziemski's shot is good.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, the competitive fire right there. He's trained to jump on those when he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the player of the week in the Western Conference.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he's been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
And now the latest. Come on, reporter David Aldridge.
A bit ago, Teron Lou and I were able to chat, and we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler. The coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Thank you, David.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the 3 from the other end.
Here's Podziemski. Another 3 for Golden State. Los Angeles is on 4-6 and one range here early on. And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena into a dome.
You have no more sharing, right? No more covering up Lakers advantage. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership, and they made it happen.
Don't you forget, Harden's won an assist title now. This man can pass that around.
Here is Podziemski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his first assist on the night. John misses. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one win against the Jazz.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing it.
And so calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Fala, Patrick, boa noite. Mais ou menos.
And Jay Johnson up for Norman Powell.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Graças a Deus, né? Foi do susto. Com a minha avó.
Pass to Peyton, back to Curry. Butler on the wing. Some nice passing by Golden State. But Jemski's shot is good.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
When it comes to players who love having fun, change up Butler.
You see his media picture from the 23-24 season. He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those that likes to show and have fun.
Meet your point guard,
Pode deixar.
as effectively as he scores.
Took him no time at all. But Jemski's got 24 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers in the D.
Parece que eu aceito.
On the basket by Jones.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You train people balls enough to coming for my revenge.
Shot by Jemski, no good. Clippers trail by 11. It's stolen by Curry. Stolen by Harden. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. James Harden is still a factor in age.
Oi.
He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just
Dang.
impacting the game at the highest
Dang.
level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So, pretty much
Foi.
true. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Ciao.
And don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Changes. Kuminga's come in for Draymond Green. Moses Moody comes in for Peyton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. The Warriors leading. Podziemski with it. Zubac defending. Shoots the three. And the Warriors miss again. The Clippers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Shoots it. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Leonard the pass to Harden. The 19-footer is on the money.
Dangerous with and without the line. Harden is accurate on the catch and shoot.
Warriors leading by 3. And he drives in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Goes up on the wing. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jones has got 10 points.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Moody is out there with Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. And here is Simmons after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Miller, no luck. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Grizzlies. The trade, and another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Miller.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now Simmons, after the missed 3 from Buddy Hield. Curry looking around. Three-pointer. The Clippers grab the miss. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. And let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Warriors leading by 4. Curry passes to Kuminga. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Time's checked in for the Clippers. Harden comes in for Miller. And the Warriors also making a change. Podziemski's checked in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. From deep, Harden. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Harden's got 5.
You gotta chase Harden off that three-point line. He is too good of a shooter to be given any airspace from that line.
And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Well, Ben Simmons is a multiple-time All-Star, but Richard, it's been years since he has played at that level. We know about the injury history.
And I wish Ben nothing but the best. I'm rooting for him, but it's hard to talk about someone who doesn't consistently play the game, and the injuries have taken Ben out of that position.
Here's Podziemski. After Los Angeles picked up 3 with Erlich, sinks the three-pointer.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Jones for 3. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors leading by 7. Launches a 3. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 41.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. To take a look at the Warriors. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Clippers, 3 spots below.
Well, I think for L.A., this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out is just about putting in the work. Coming to every game ready to compete and never giving less than your best.
Oh, the rare catch and shoot from Harden, showing it's still in his bag.
Here's Podziemski. And the 3 ball is good. Podziemski's got 44.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
And good that time.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Podziemski's shot is good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Now Podziemski. Non-stop scoring machine here. Hield can't hit. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Dunn. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. The Warriors have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Dunn. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. That'll do it for the first half. Warriors lead by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
56.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Oi, Vitor, vou tentar fazer o jogo com as duas esquerdas, não, de todos os seus amigos.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Golden State Warriors. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody, Kenny. Always knew what the floor looked like.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Los Angeles Clippers.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. That'll be a 5-second call. As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. Well, you look at Podziemski, 5th in the NBA, very crafty player.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Podziemski. And another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness. 50 for the end.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The kick outside to Butler. And another 3 for Golden State.
And that's an encouraging sign from Butler. He's a capable three-point shooter. He's just very selective.
Clippers moving the ball around. Nobody near Leonard.
Ai, show de mulher, se inscreva no canal.
That's 8 points for Kawhi Leonard.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Curry fires from way outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Dunn outside. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
A 3 ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Podziemski's got 53.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
So
Here, how about the stats for Jimmy Butler? He's averaging about 7 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. A three from Leonard. Kawhi drills the three-pointer.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Here's Podziemski. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6.
And another one falls.
He's put on an entertaining show once again. I don't know that anyone has his combination of talent and relentlessness.
He's now tied for 5th place in games of 60 points or more over a season.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this one.
Podziemski's shot is good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Derrick Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Moses Moody, he's checked in for the Warriors. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Curry with the bounce pass. From past the arc, Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Zubac again, Los Angeles.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Murray finds Butler. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Offensive rebound. Pass to Podziemski. Butler from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Butler's got 6.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Harden, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Atlanta will be traveling to face. And again for 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Buries it from three-point range. Leonard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Podziemski's shot is good.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Here's Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. 8 points for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt. It's Curry and Hield. There's Jackson Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Moody in at the small forward. Hield finds Curry. And stolen by Dunn. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 19 points. Beyond the arc. Curry gets the bucket. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 assists. Dunn passes to Jones. That 3 off the mark. And stolen by Simmons. It's stolen by Kuminga. And up the court come the Warriors on the break.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
It's stolen by Hield. And the turnover again by Golden State.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Down low, stolen by Jones. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Here's Podziemski. gets the three-pointer to fall.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Spencer. To the middle. Left side, Kuminga. Jones with it. Kuminga picks him up. Powell for three. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Post. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half-court inside.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Derrick Jones. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. Connects again.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Dunn's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Clippers. Podziemski on the wing. Guarded by Harden. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Los Angeles has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Dunn misses. Warriors leading by 22. Pass to Spencer. Golden State moving it around. Here's Podziemski. Connects again from distance.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. And the Warriors with possession here. Here's Spencer. Another three for Golden State.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Zubac. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Golden State's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final. And again for three.
It has been raining threes for him tonight. Alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting.
And so it's going to end up in the record.
And, yep, another basket.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. Podziemski with it, and it's Harden picking. Good, that's another bucket.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. Spencer. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Dunn's shot is good.
And when Dunn finds his comfort zone, his team is all the more dangerous. Just an unreal scorer who continues to add new wrinkles to his game.
Good! Another from three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, DA. What a shooting performance. The Warriors making a switch here. Pass to Podziemski. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Yes, that goes in.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Healed the pass to Moody. Now Podziemski. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Warriors substitution, Trace Jackson Davis. Santos.
17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Podziemski with it. And the shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. You were living at the line tonight. Is that the goal, or is it just getting downhill?
Just keep attacking, get to the line, and be the player that I am. You know, get everybody involved, guard a little bit, and just help us win.
Yeah, the spokes of the wheel were very tight tonight, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge,